How's it going, guys? My name is TJP, and welcome back to another Madden NFL 24 Franchise Rebuilding Challenge. We're back here with our next NFC Conference Championship team. It's going to be the Green Bay Packers, coming off an 8-9 season, I believe. Yep, 8-9 season. So, yeah, leave a like, subscribe, enjoy the content, comment on some videos, go to socials, playlist, second channel, main channel, down in the description. If you like the content, be TJP. And again, here's what we're doing this. We're doing it 5 seasons, injuries on, not meant to be realistic. So if I do something that isn't realistic, don't complain. Also, might say some names wrong. If it happens, it happens. And these have been the rules and will continue to be the rules for the normal team rebuilds. We're going based on where they finished last season, worst to first. So all 32 teams will be rebuilt. With that being said, let's go. Alright, so let's take a look at the roster here. Before we decide to make some moves and I accidentally hit manage team, I keep doing that. Let's see, just bite the bullet, renovate the concession stands. You know what? Lambeau Field, 66-year-olds. I'll give you that. But let's look here at the roster. This is what we want to look at. So we got some interesting players here. We got Jordan Love, QB. The new wave. Jordan Love, QB of the future. See how he does. We got Aaron Jones, running back, as well as A.J. Dillon. Those are our two backs. We got Pearson, fullback. Christian Watson, wide receiver, with Romeo Dobbs and Jaden Reed. Those are your top guys. You got Joshua DeGuara as our tight end, which isn't too crazy. Luke Musgrave, Tucker Kraft. Bakhtiari is going to be our left tackle. Left guard is Elgin Jenkins. Josh Myers, center. John Runyon, right guard. Right tackle, Yash Dijman. TJ Slayton Jr., left end. Right ends, Devontae Wyatt. Kenny Clark, defensive tackle. Sean Gary is our left outside linebacker. Devondre Campbell, mid linebacker, as well as Quay Walker. Right outside linebackers will be Preston Smith. And we've got Jair Alexander. Obviously, he's going to be our corner, top corner. Roswell Douglas and Eric Stokes. Free safety, Darnell Savage. And strong safety is Rudy Ford. Kicking is Carlson. Punting is Pat O'Donnell. So I can see our team being pretty bad this upcoming season. So we're going to take a look here at the trade center just to see the salaries, how much room we have to make a move. $13.4 million. Do we have any picks? I want to take a look at our pick situation here. We do have some seconds this season, which is cool. We do have our first. And next year, we all have all our picks. So that's good. So we do have a little bit of room to play with here. I think there are some positions of need that we could fill through the season. We could just maybe pick up a couple guys in free agency and then just rock out with the team. Maybe at the mid-season point, look to make a trade. So I think for now, I don't know if I want to make any trades. I do want a better tight end. That might require us to make a trade. We could try to get Hunter Henry. I wouldn't even be too opposed to that. Excuse me. Left end. We could just pick one up here, I think, as well. Chris Wormley will work for the season as a Band-Aid fix. And then our kicker and punter probably have to get a new one in the offseason. Right tackle isn't too crazy as well, Zach Tom. But I think it'll work. I mean, there's really no one too much better. Fullback, I mean, if we wanted to get a better fullback, we could get like an Andy Janovich. He fits scheme of the team. I could just get him. Yeah, for a season, might as well. I mean, fullback isn't really too important of a position, but it's a position nevertheless. We might as well have a better fullback. Just another option on the offensive end of the ball, as looks like I'm going to get disconnected here from EA. Unable to filter to find more players. Use the filter to find more players. I can't do anything. Okay. We're just going to go back, I guess. I don't know what's happening. Game's glitching. All right, we're just going to sim. I'll see you guys at the mid-season point. I don't expect it to be great, so this year probably just going to be a pretty bad season, but that's fine. As you can see, I underwent a shirt change, and it is darker now. Not that you guys, I don't think, care that much, but we are 4-2 at the midseason point. Offensively ranked, we're 30th, but we are 5th ranked defensively in terms of total yards. Let's take a look at the teams here and see what is happening. So if we look at the stats, Jordan Love, throwing for 1,104 yards, 9 TDs, 3 interceptions. That's okay. 104-point passer rating, 62% completion percentage. It's all right. Nothing too crazy. Aaron Jones, 416, 4 TDs, 175, and 1 for A.J. Dillon. Receiving wise, Romeo Dobbs, he's got 295 and 2, 254 and 2 for Christian Watson. Jaden Reed, 158 and 1, and 148 and 1 for Bo Melton. DeGuara is out there as well as the tight end. Nothing too crazy going on from him. Our blocking has been stellar. 6 sacks allowed. In terms of tackles, Devondre Campbell leading the team by a lot. 47, 29 for Stokes, 28 for Quay Walker, 27 for Rudy Ford, 25 for Kenny Clark, 24 for Rashawn Gary, 20 from Preston Smith. Got 5 sacks for Gary, 3 from Clark, 2 from Smith, 1.5 from Walker and Wyatt, and Van Ness and Wormley each with a sack. We've got 6 interceptions as a team. You guys can see those guys with 1. Carlson, 4 of 6, made of all his extra points. You got your punting, kick return, and punt return. Nothing too wild there. So yeah, we are low on the offensive rank because of the yardage. Our passing is near the bottom, 3rd worst. And, I mean, we're not running too much either, 678. That's bottom half of the league. We are scoring 20.5 points a game. And the Bears are 1-6, 9.4 points per game is so low. We are scoring, like I said, 20.5 points. Which is also nothing too crazy. However, defensively, top 5 in terms of lowest amount of yards allowed. Pass-wise, 4th lowest, and our rush is also pretty solid, 7-12, top half of the league, and only 98 points allowed, 3rd best in the NFL, which is good. So I would like a better offensive weapon. I think I might trade for a running back. I know that sounds kind of crazy, right? But I might want to just get like a dynamic running back here. So I'm going to see what's in the market for us. For 12.6 million, I mean, we could get a wide receiver, but I don't know. I feel like, I mean, I'm looking at our team. Jones, Dillon. I mean, do I move A.J. Dillon, throw him in the trade, and then maybe some picks and try to get just like a really good running back? We just go with a running back duo. I mean, wide receiver-wise, we could get a wide receiver. Man, it's tough. I'm going to look around and see what's out there in the market, and if I can find a trade, I'll let you guys know. We'll go on from there. Oh, I got Stephon Diggs. I'm risking it. We're getting Diggs. I traded away a lot of our picks, and I traded A.J. Dillon away, so I don't have a running back, a backup running back. So, a couple things we could do is try to trade for a running back, a better backup running back now. I don't know if that was really worth doing. Maybe could have done that probably without trading A.J. Dillon. But I guess it's fine. I mean, again, I could still try to get another running back in, like, through trade, and it wouldn't be too bad. Or just sign one for the rest of the season. Either one would work. I mean, also A.J. Dillon, I believe, is going to be a free agent. So let's see if there's any other trades out there. I'm not trying to build through the draft, so I'm going to try to get another running back and go from there. Kareem Hunt from the Cardinals. Bit scheme of the team. 83 overall. He's under contract for a few seasons. So he'll be our new backup running back. I like the team. I think it should be good. We should be able to make the playoffs. I mean, we're 4-2 right now. Let's see what ends up happening. I'll see you guys at the end of the season. All right, we ended up going 12-5 on the season. I was not expecting to be this good, this quick, but here we are. Number 18 offensive rank and number 1 defense. That's pretty insane. I'm shocked at it. 12-5. Absolutely going to take it. Jordan Love, I mean, he didn't throw too much, but 26 TDs, 7 interceptions, 69% completion percentage, 106.3 pass rating is pretty solid. We did run a lot. Aaron Jones, 13-55 and 12. Kareem Hunt as our backup, 743, 6 TDs. Some of that probably is a starter, but nevertheless, we will take it. That's pretty good from him. Stephon Diggs, traded for 949, 5 TDs, 719 and 6 from Jaden Reed. Good rookie year from him. Christian Watson, 711 and 5 TDs, 503 and 4 for Romeo Dobbs. Yash Ninjaman didn't allow any sacks, played 14 games. You guys see the blocking there, not too crazy. Nobody allowed too many sacks. Devondre Campbell led the team in tackles, 103, 78 from Ford, 77 from Quay Walker, 74, 77 from Quay Walker, 74 from Stokes, 70 from Gary, Kenny Clark with 60, 59 for Jared Alexander. I can see Van Ness, 5.5 sacks. You see 12.5 from Rashawn. 7 from Kenny, 6 from Chris Wormley, Luke's Van Ness, 5.5, 4 from Wyatt, which is pretty good. 5 interceptions from Douglas, lead the team. Alexander with 4, 2 from Ford, and we got a bunch of guys with 1. Again, our defense is really good kicking-wise. Carlson missed 4 field goals, but made up all the extra points, punting, get your kick return, and punt return as well. I see Stephon Diggs had a TD, punt return TD. I don't know if that was with us or not, but nevertheless, still pretty good. Yeah, we're 18th offensively, not crazy good, but I guess not the worst either. Certainly not top tier. I mean, we did seem like we scored a decent amount. Our pass was a little bit low, but we did run a lot, as we were near the top of the league in rush yards. 22.5 points per game is top half of the league, so that's good. Defensively, number one in terms of yards allowed. We defended the best against passing, one of the better rush teams, and we allowed the least amount of points. So we were a good team, and we had a decent amount of sacks. The question is, can we beat this team right here, which is the 8-9 Seahawks, rather. Not even 9-8. Lambeau Field. Here we come. Let's go on to the pulse. Go on to the, what do they call it? I don't even know what they call it. What do they call it? Oh, yeah, the Super Sim. There we go. I was blanking on the name. At the Lambeau Field Atrium. Here we go. Well, actually, just Lambeau Field, but it showed the atrium there. Super Sim here. We're going to jump forward to the end of the game and see what happens here. We are the home team. Let's start it off on a high note. Field goal that for them, for the Seahawks. We do score, though, make it 7-3. They're going to get us another field goal, 7-6. They stop us. 13-7, they're up. Going to the second half here. Can we score? We do. Make it 14-13. And they score again, 19. But we get a touchdown, make it 22-19. Can we score here? We don't. And it's OT. They score. We score. And then they went on a 2-pointer. Or was it a 2-pointer? I think it was they went on something. Maybe it was a field goal. No, it was a field goal. It just the point didn't update. That's typical EA, and giving me the loss in the wild card by 3 points in OT. Really, there's not much you can do about that. It's unfortunate. Yeah, team that's 8-9, we lose to them after going 12-5. Yeah, makes a lot of sense, right? Jordan Love, I mean, 218, 3 TDs, pretty solid. I mean, Geno Smith, 245, 1. Diggs only 2 receptions for some reason. I guess they were covering him. All right, well, let's go on to the next season, I guess. Let's see who wins the Super Bowl. Is the Chiefs beating the Cowboys? Mahomes, MVP of the Super Bowl. We got Burrow, Taylor, Lamar Jackson, Cameron Hayward. Josh Downs from the Colts, offensive rookie of the year. Julius Brents from the Colts, defensive rookie of the year. Wow, the Colts getting both guys. Good for them. All right, let's go on to the offseason. So we don't have a ton of cap room here, so it's going to be a bit difficult to re-sign some players. Rashawn Gary would love to re-sign. He's our main guy. So a few of these other guys aren't too important. I mean, obviously I'd like to keep around Runyon. Darnell Savage wouldn't be too bad. I mean, Eric Stokes got a 5th year, so we obviously would accept that. So nothing too crazy there. If anyone else has a 5th year, we'll accept them. But I do want to keep Rashawn Gary, so there might be some negotiations that need to be done to adjust people's contracts, which means I might be screwing myself over because I don't really want to let him walk. But we'll take a look at the contract situation here in terms of money. I mean, Jair Alexander's making a lot. We could restructure his contract. And, I mean, we could save a lot of money. We'll free that and should be good. So we'll restructure his contract for now. Who else is making a lot? I don't know who else is making a lot. That's the thing. Who's making a lot? Yeah, Bakhtiari's making a lot, but he's not eligible for reconstruction. I mean, we could reconstructure Stephon Diggs, so we'll probably do that. I think those are the only 2 guys I want to restructure. Yeah, I think that's good. Does that free up a little bit of money? That probably gives us enough money to maybe re-sign Sean Gary. And that's probably about it. Maybe a couple more guys. Yeah, we'll give him the money he wants. We'll go with this. That should be good. And he is happy, which is good. And yeah, I'll just try to re-sign some of the other guys here, and then we'll go. All right, so I don't really have much money here. Fortunately, Runyon's going to have to be replaced. So whoever we can get in the draft with some of the picks that we have, we'll just have to do that. So I will probably just advance the draft because I don't have a lot of money here to play around with. And we don't have a first-round pick for the foreseeable future, so I traded them all. So maybe if there's anybody small out there we can get, I'll look. But most likely it's just going to be draft guys. So I'll probably see you once I'm there. Free agent recap. The only move I made was signing a strong safety in Jeremy Reeves. Fit scheme of the team. Nothing too crazy. So yeah, we got him on our team. That's about all I could really do. So the rest of the guys will just get in the draft, and I'll show you guys the draft recap. We'll go show you guys the draft recap. Nothing too crazy for this season, but I did get a tight end and a left end, so I did get that. I also got another wide receiver, a left outside linebacker, and a corner. So we got nothing wild. Again, don't have much draft capital to work with, so we did what we needed to do. But let's head on to the second season and see how this team can do. So I'll see you guys once I'm there. So here we start the second season. If we look at the roster, we did lose some guys, but we, I guess, gained some guys, returned some guys, developed. Jordan Love up to a 77 overall. We've got Aaron Jones full season, as well as Kareem Hunt, both in fit the scheme of the team. Wide receiver Diggs with Watson and Reed. Also still got Romeo Dobbs. So he's still there. Tight end, Luke Musgrave, Tucker Kraft, and then Earl Coleman, who we drafted. All of them are 23, so they're going to be vying for a spot. Left tackle is going to be Bakhtiari. Elgin Jenkins, left guard. Centers, Josh Myers. Right guards, Royce Newman now. Josh Nijman is going to be our right tackle. TJ Slayton Jr. be our left end. Devontae Wyatt, he's going to be our right end. Kenny Clark, defensive tackle. Left outside linebacker, Sean Gary. Lucas Van Ness. Actually, I could have let Gary walk because we have Von Ness, but I didn't want to do that. Devondre Campbell and Quay Walker, mid linebackers. Right outside linebackers going to be Preston Smith. And we got corners, Alexander, Douglas, and Stokes. And then free safety, Darnell Savage. Strong safety, Jeremy Reeves. And kicking, still Carlson. And we just need a punter, which we'll get. And then we'll start simulating in this second season. So let's do that. Get a punter. And if I can afford any punters out there, that would be great. Corey. I can afford Corey. Jorquez, you're coming on our squad, Corey. Welcome to the team. You're going to be our punter. And it's not going to make us too great. Still need a tight end. I don't know if there's anybody out there. Jake Ferguson would be kind of cool. Daniel Bellinger fits the scheme of the team. That wouldn't be too bad. Any good left ends out there? Fatu Kasi we could sign. No, we can't. We can't sign him. I lied. Can we sign any left ends that would maybe make our team better? Probably not. 2 million, 1.88. Emmanuel Ogbo would be cool, but I can't get him. Can I sign you? Nope, can't sign Dean Lowry. All right, we're good. I think it's fine. Team is might be a little bit weaker defensively this season. Hopefully our offense is a little bit better. And yeah, I guess I'll see you guys in the midseason. The team is good. 6-1. 6-1. Our offense is looking pretty good this season. Defense definitely took a bit of a step, but we are 6-1, so I can't be mad. And shout out to us beating the Panthers 24-21. So overall, I mean, this is impressive. I didn't think we'd be this good, but we actually are doing pretty solid. 11 TDs, 3 interceptions for Jordan Love, 1,318 yards. Passing wise, 69% complete percentage, nice. 104.4 pass rating, we'll take it. Rush wise, Aaron Jones 680 and 6, love that. Kareem Hunt 134 and 6 as well from him as our backup is good. Jordan Love getting a little bit of love too there, no pun intended. 432 receiving yards for Stephon Diggs. He's got 3 TDs, 4 from Watson and 344. 161 from Jaden Reed in his second season, and 141 from Earl Coleman. So Earl Coleman is going to be our starting tight end, which is nice. Our blocking overall pretty solid. I think it looks like 8 sacks in total have been allowed. Defensively, Quay Walker leading team in tackles 43, 41 from Campbell, 35 from Gary, 34 from Savage, 33 between Stokes and Reeves. Clark with 29, 26 from Van Ness. Douglas is down there as well. Got 6 sacks from Gary, 5 from Clark, and then 1 from Von Ness and Walker. So 13 sacks to the team is not a lot, and only 5 interceptions. Stokes, Walker, Reeves, and Alexander are the guys with the interceptions. Carlson, 3 for 4. Corey's doing well punting. You got kick return and punt return. Yeah, 15th offensive ranked. A little bit better than last season, which is good in terms of total yards at least. So 1,318 on the passing. That's probably going to be a little bit lower than the average, and it probably is. It's up there, though. And 902 rush, that is high. And we're at 25.3 points per game, which is also pretty high. Now, if we look at our defense, that is where it gets interesting because the Packers are near the bottom in terms of defensive yards allowed. Now, 1447 is fairly high. Our rush is also 4th worst, but we are only allowing 147 points with all of that being said, which it seems like it's a lot, but there are a lot of teams that are relatively close though, so it's not too bad. And we're 6-1, so can I be mad? No. If our offense is going to play like we are, then there's really nothing that we have to worry about. So, I mean, we're 6-1. Let's look at just the standings right now. We do have the best record, tied with the Cowboys in the NFC. All the 49ers are 5-2. I mean, the Chiefs are 6-0. They're undefeated, but they're in the AFC. We don't have to worry about them yet. We got to worry about getting to the playoffs, which I think we should be able to do if we're 6-1, but only time will tell. So I'm going to simulate the rest of the season and see you guys once we're there. Well, another season down in the books, 12-5, which is what we were last season. Couldn't clinch. Falcons 13-4, which is unfortunate. We were there, but unfortunately just not quite enough to get that bye. It would be nice to get the bye. We got to take on the Eagles, who are 11-6. They're a good team, but we are home again, Lambeau Field. 12th to 10th offensive rank, and they were 15th. We were 8th in defensive rank. So by that logic, we should be better, although their team is probably more talented than ours. Nevertheless, still a solid season. Let's look at the stats and see who performed. I mean, Love was all right, 7.5. That's good. 71% completion percentage, 25-7. 37-26 passing yards. We're going to be running the ball out here. Jones, almost 1,500 yards, 12 TDs. Kareem Hunt, 367 and 13. So they're both pretty good. There we got Jordan Love, 205 rush yards as well. Receiving-wise, Diggs with over 1,000, 1,049 to be exact. 5 TDs, 899 and 9 from Watson. Jaden Reed in his second season, 833 and 4 TDs. Coleman, 503 and 3 in his rookie season, so I like that. Blocking, all right for the most part. Bakhtiari, 7 sacks. I mean, I'll take it. Campbell leading the team in tackles, 102, 95 from Quay Walker, 75 from Rashawn Gary, 68 from Darnell Savage, 67 from Stokes, 65 from Von Ness. Is good. I see 8 sacks from Kenny Clark, and he's got 16 tackles for losses. Gary had 17, but they both had 8, so 16 piece between the two of the guys. Von Ness with 4, 2 from Quay Walker, Campbell and Wyatt each with 1. In terms of interceptions, Jair Alexander, 4 interceptions, 3 Campbell and Stokes, 2 from Quay Walker, 1 from these guys down here. Kicking wise, Carlson, 10 and 15, not that great. Punting, Bajorquez, not too bad, and you got your kick return and punt return in case you guys are curious. So top 10 in terms of total yards, you already saw both of that, and the defense is pretty good. So the offense is a little bit better this season in terms of yardage, getting up and down the football field. Our passing was certainly better. Our rush was obviously near the top. And we were scoring a 24.5 point per game clip, which is top half of the league indeed. And defensively, we were also pretty good in terms of total yards allowed. 35-49 on the passing, which is close to the middle. And then 18 on the rushes, top half of the league. And we allowed 362 points, which in case you guys are curious is also not that much, which is good. So the team was good. Is it good enough to be good in the playoffs? I mean, I guess we're going to find out. We're going to see if we beat the 11-6 Eagles. Last season, lost in the wild card. Will we repeat, or will we be able to get past it this time? We're going to find out by going to the Super Sim. So I'll see you guys once I'm there. We're about to enter the Super Sim here in our second season. Let's jump on forward and see what's going to end up happening here. So we're going to go to the end of the game. Starting it off, Eagles are going to get first blood 7-0 and actually going to score 2 touchdowns. And they're going to score 3. We're down 21-0. Finally score. It's a field goal, though, and we're down 23. We're going to get blown out by them, it looks like. Yep, can't seem to score a touchdown. Finally do 20-14. Can't get a stop. 35-21, got to get a stop. we don't, and we are going to lose 42-28. Eagles picked apart our defense, so we lose second straight season in the wild card. Can't get out of it as we lose 42-20. Not a very good game there from us. And Jordan Love, 286 and 2 DD, 67.5% percentage, but Jalen Hurts definitely outplayed us. Jones, 8 carries, 23 yards, not enough from him. Diggs looked like he was solid, but yeah, it was once we only scored 3 points in the first half, I just knew we weren't going to come back. So yeah, bad first half indeed for us. But we're just going to go on to the offseason, see who can win the Super Bowl, and we'll go from there. So let's look at the Super Bowl recap in case you guys are curious. Cowboys and Chiefs again. But this time the Cowboys are on top. Parsons, Super Bowl MVP, Lamar Jackson, Peterson, Lamar Jackson, Von Miller, Edward Russell, and Pete Piercy, Bills and Broncos respectively. Okay, cool. Do we have a little bit of cap room to play around with? I want to take a look. Yeah, it looks like we do. So we're going to go to see re-sign players and see who we need to re-sign. It's going to be pretty interesting. So 14 players, $74.4 million. Kenny Clark got a re-sign. Aaron Jones got a re-sign. I wouldn't mind re-sign. Yep, Quay Walker, 5th-year option. We're going to accept that, bad boy. Douglas wants to re-sign. Bakhtiari got a re-sign. So there's a lot of guys here. Jordan Love, Myers, we'd like to keep. Newman potentially as well. So I'm going to offer some contracts here and see who can keep it on the team for this season. All right, so Douglas wants to test. I'm fine with that. Jordan Love also wants to test. I don't think I want to franchise tag him. So we'll let him test. I think I can get him back in free agency, but a little bit concerning that we may not have a quarterback. So, yeah, I'll try to see if I can get these guys back. Everybody else here I can kind of just let walk. We'll also accept Wyatt's option. And that is about it. So, yeah. Bajorquez, we can get another punter if I need to. So that's nothing too crazy. So, yeah, I'm going to go on free agency, and let's see who we can end up picking up with our money. All right, let's do the free agency recap. So, I did re-sign Jordan Love. I also got Levi Wallace, new cornerback. Douglas walked away, which is fine. And we got Sebastian Joseph Day left end. So, nothing too wild in free agency. Got quarterback I wanted back with Jordan Love. He was the best quarterback available, too. We get that, take it. We're going to have the draft here to worry about. Again, I don't have any first-round picks, but I'll show you guys the draft recap, who we take, and we'll go on from there. So I'm going to show you guys the draft recap and who we acquired. So we got ourselves another cornerback in rushing, Tommy Callaway center, Kurt Walton backup QB, Jonathan Fowler backup running back, and then Ricky Aiken mid linebacker. So let's go on to the third season and see what this team is up to. Third season, I'm going to show you guys the roster, but there will probably be a shirt change because I think I'm going to stop recording at this point while I'm making this video. It's a bit late. I'm a bit tired. Why I'm wearing a collared shirt, because you guys are curious, I had a fantasy draft. That's why. It was an auction draft, and I had to stop recording. So, yeah, I didn't get back until a long time ago. So, yeah, that's why I'm a bit tired. So, yeah, Jordan Love is our QB. Aaron Jones running back, as well as Kareem Hunt. We don't have fullback, wide receiver Diggs, Watson, and Reed. Romeo Dobbs is still here too. Tight end's going to be Earl Coleman. We got Bakhtiari, left tackle. Left guard, Elgin Jenkins. Center's Tommy Callaway, who we drafted. So that's cool. Good pickup there. Royce Newman. Right guard, right tackles, Nijman. Sebastian Joseph Day, new left end. Wyatt's going to be our right end. Kenny Clark, defensive tackle. Shaw Gary, left outside linebacker. Lucas Van Ness. I mean, maybe we move one of these guys. I mean, I don't want to move you, per se, but I mean, I could if I have to. Rashawn Gary, I may have to. Who knows? We'll see. Devondre Campbell, and Quay Walker, mid linebackers. Preston Smith, right side linebacker. Alexander Wallace and Stokes are our corners. Free safeties, Darnell Savage, and then Jeremy Reeves, our strong safety. We don't have a kicker, and we don't have a punter. So we're going to get a kicker and a punter, and that'll be it. And I will probably just simulate to midseason. Not today, or maybe today, but you won't see that. You'll see me in a different shirt because I am going to bed at this point. But let's sign a kicker and a punter. And who we out there? We've got, I could pick up Patterson possibly. Yep. So we're going to do that. And I'm also going to pick up, I'll pick up Corey again. Should be good. And boom. Just like that, kicker and a punter on the team. Nice. Curious to see if we can get any picks for this season, even if it's just like low picks. So I will look for a trade. Probably just make it now, not make one at the mid-season, just so I have some extra draft capital. I mean, again, I don't have a first-round pick, so if I can get a little, some younger guys on the team too, because cap space will also be a little bit tricky, for this next season. But yeah, you can see future picks. We have everything going forward, but I do want to see if there's anything that we could maybe acquire. Maybe just some guys that we don't really need, and just try to get like some low picks from it. So I'll look around. If I can find something, I'll let you guys know. Otherwise, I'll probably see it at the midseason. All right, I traded 2 7th-round picks I acquired 2 7th-round picks from the Steelers for Preston Smith. He's actually making a lot of money, and he's up there in age, so we'll just throw him away. And we free up some money, and with that, we can make just some additional signings in free agency for the season to improve our team. It's probably mostly kickers and punters out there, but I'm sure there's maybe a couple players we could acquire here, the improved team functionality, before we get on into simulating to the mid-season point. And I'm going to look around here. So tight end, curious to see if there's any good tight ends out there. I mean, Mike Springs would be cool, but I'd have to trade for one. Any right guards that we could maybe pick up that haven't been signed? Doesn't look like it. How about some right ends? Sebastian Ebicam could work. If I didn't want Wyatt. Yeah, we could do that. We could get Ebicam. Samson Ebicam. I've seen him do some crazy things. So yeah, we'll have him on a 1-year contract. Bolster up that defense a little bit. Strong safety. And Chuck Clark fits the scheme of the team. I'll take him. Why not? For 1 season. And we'll also give a shot in the dark. And no right guards. I wanted to get a right guard. I don't think there's any other positions that we would really need, I guess, right now. 73 there, 74. No one really to sign. So, yeah, I think that's it. I mean, Carl Granderson. I mean, it doesn't fit the scheme of the team, but hey, as long as it works, it works. Yeah, I guess Rashawn Gary's hurt right now, so that's why I don't see him. Oh, no, he's there. Oh, we don't have a right outside linebacker. That's what it is. I mean, Justin Hollins. I don't even mind, like, Van Ness being our right outside linebacker, quite honestly. It's actually better for me. I mean, it's just, instead of being on the right side, you're on the left side, you're on the right side. So, all right, I'm going to go to the midseason. I'll see you guys once I am there. I will most likely be in a different shirt. So, shirt change number 3 is here. And, yeah, we're 1-6. Predictable. We are offensive ranked 7th in terms of total yards. Our defense is terrible this season, which is probably why we are 1-6.
Yeah, no, I think we've just
tried to make all right, guys, we got our shirt change here, and as you can see, we're 1-6, which is not a surprise. I figured this would be the case. So taking a look at our rankings, I mean, we're 7th offensive rank in terms of total yards, with 27th defensive rank. So obviously our defense is a bit bad this season, so it looks like we're gonna end up missing the playoffs. I mean, Love is okay, but 10-8. I need less interceptions. 95.2 passer rating, good completion percentage, but Aaron Jones 69 average yards a game, 4 TDs, 43 yards. Team Hunt with 123-1. Receiving Diggs 503, 336 from Dobbs, 314 from Reed, 237 from Coleman. Pretty good. Our blocking. Jenkins 6 sacks at the midseason, a little too much for my liking. Campbell leading the team in defense in terms of tackles, 62. Quay Walker 43, 32 from Darnell Savage and Clark with 31 from Gary. Levi Wallace 27, 25 from Stokes, 23 from Jair Alexander. We've got 3 sacks from Gary, 2 from Joseph Day, 1 from Ebicam and Clark. Something too crazy there. Only 1 interception from Quay Walker. So we are definitely a bit weaker on the defense this season. You see your kicking, punting, kick return, and punt return. So nothing too crazy going on there. I do want to take a look at the total yards. So yeah, you can see offensively, we've been getting up and down the field. We're not scoring a lot, though. We see 18.3 points per game is not a lot. So maybe it's a bit misleading in terms of the offense. We're getting up and down the field, but we're only scoring 18.3 points per game. Which, I mean, is close to the middle, but could be better. Still bottom half of the league. And obviously, defensively, we've been bad. Total yards allowed is a lot. Pass yards allowed is near the top of the worst, and same thing with rush. So, 185 points allowed, second most of the league, only to the Texans. So yeah, it seems as though our team's going to be bad this season. If there's anybody expiring, I might look to move a contract or two, maybe get a pick. We do have a trade offer, so it's probably for, CJ Myers. I will review it. Or not CJ Myers, Josh Myers. Center Josh Myers. So yeah, we'll review it. See what's out there. Sean Murphy Bunting. I don't know if he's expiring or not. Van Jefferson in a 6th. Would be back Cam Robinson a 6th and a 7th. I mean, obviously we need defense, but I wouldn't mind getting like Van Jefferson and then a 6th rounder, 2028. We get a pick. We'll hold on to that. I'm going to take a look and see if I want to do any of those deals. If I want to make a move, I'll let you guys know. Otherwise, I'll see you at the end of the season. All right, so in my eyes, I don't think it hurts to have another left tackle on the team to improve our line. We have our rookie center, or one of our younger centers, who's already better than Josh Myers. So I'll just do this deal with the Cardinals. We'll get Cam Robinson in a 6th and a 7th in 2027. There's some extra picks there. That's probably going to be the only move. I'm not expecting us to make the playoffs this season. So we're just going to simulate, and I'll see you guys at the end of the season. So we ended up going 6 and 11. Our defense, obviously, not a great season from us. But, I will say this. Tackle leader Devondre Campbell led the team in tackles, which is cool. So let's look at the stats and see what happened here. I mean, Jordan Love, threw for over 4,000 yards, 29 TDs, 69% completion percentage, 98.6 passer rating. A little too high on the interceptions, but just overall, other than that, was okay. Aaron Jones, 1,106 yards, 8 TDs, 333 and 6 for Kareem Hunt, which is cool. Receiving-wise, Diggs, 996 and 4, 758 and 9 for Reed. Watson, 701 and 6, 638 and 6 for Earl Coleman. 43 and 2 for Romeo Dobbs. In terms of sacks allowed, Jenkins only allowed 1 sack the rest of the way. Bakhtiari with 5, 4 from Cam Robinson. We have actually a lot of left tackles right now. So, nevertheless, still pretty solid. Obviously, you saw Campbell led the league in tackles, 145, 109 from Quay Walker, 75 for Gary, 72 from Levi Wallace, 68 from Savage, Stokes with 63, same thing with Chuck Clark, Jared Alexander with 61. Let's look at sacks. So we had 11 from Gary, 5.5 from Kenny Clark, 3 from Evan Camp, 2.5 from Sebastian Joseph Day, which is not too bad there. Interceptions, 2 from Savage, and then 1 from these guys down here. So 6 as a team. Patterson, solid on the kicking, I guess, for the most part. And you got your punting, kick return, and punt return. So we got nothing wild. So let's see here. 8th in terms of total offensive yards. That's solid. That is solid. We threw the ball a lot. Did we throw the ball? Yeah, we threw the ball a lot. Passing, rush-wise, 1794. Average, and then 22.5 points per game. I guess that's relatively up there. Now, the problem is defensively, we just weren't very good. Near the bottom, in terms of yards allowed. Pass yards, bottom 3. Rush yards allowed was actually all right. But we did allow 439 points, which was near the top. So, obviously, the defense, bit of a downturn this season. Hopefully next year we'll bounce back up. We got 2 more seasons to go. So I'll see you guys at the Super Bowl. We'll get who won and then go on from there. All right, I don't even know where I left off because I had to stop my recording once again. I think it was here, the Super Bowl. Mahomes, MVP. You guys can see the awards on the side. Craig, Rookie of the Year for the Commanders. Defense Rookie of the Year, Emmett Burgess. Let's just go on to the offseason. It's late. I'm tired. All right, so I have 14 players, $28 million. Not a lot of money. Anybody good there? Von Ness, we got an option. Obviously accepting that. Christian Watson, I wouldn't mind keeping. Dobbs, wouldn't mind keeping. Zach Tom. I feel like we have a lot of left tackles. There's nobody too important here. But we'll try to offer some guys some contracts, keep them here on the team. I guess Watson, I wouldn't mind trying to keep, even if he's not really interested. So, we'll throw him a contract, see if he signs it. If he does, great. If he doesn't, then not a problem. All right, I'm gonna do the rest of these contracts, and I'll see you guys once I have some moves on the table. So I got back a couple guys here, but some of these Watson and Dobbs want to test. That's fine. 20 million. I don't know where Rashad Gary is unless he's hurt. Maybe that's what the problem is because I don't see him on my team. He didn't retire, I don't believe, right? I don't think he did. I mean, maybe he did. I don't know if he's a free agent. He shouldn't be a free agent. But let's, is there a way I can check? I don't know if there's a way I can check. League history, retirements. Maybe I skipped past it. I don't know. It doesn't really matter. Okay, that's fine. I'll look at it, not on camera if I can find it. So yeah, I'm just going to go to the free agency. We're going to see who we can pick up. I do need a couple of positions of need. We're going to sign those guys, try to get back another wide receiver if we can. Don't have a lot of money, but we'll go from there. Maybe we'll go from there. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it looks like we don't have a right side linebacker, so that's not good. So, free agency recap, nothing too crazy happened, but we did okay. We got a few guys. Cosme is going to be our new right guard. We got KJ Hamler, new wide receiver, another one. Jason Myers, we got him. Kicking, we've got Nick Benito, right outside linebacker. And then we've got Chukwuma Okorafor. Hopefully I said that correctly. Tried to sound it out best I can, but so far, I mean, honestly, pretty solid. I feel like our team's going to be better. We have a first-round pick, I believe, this season, finally. But again, I'm not really going to do too much. I'll show you guys the draft recap. I'll make the draft. You're not going to see it because this is auto-gen rookies. Doesn't really matter too much. I'll see you guys at that draft recap. We'll try to get a player that we need to improve the squad for. So, probably a strong safety if I can get one. Didn't have a first-round pick. I thought I did, but we don't. So, Dylan Dobbs, Thomas, Thurman, Harrison, Jones, and Pleasant are the guys we ended up drafting. Let's go on to I believe it's the 4th season that we're up to, so let's go on to it. Here we go. This is our 4th season, I believe. I hope. I don't really know. I can't remember off the top of my head, but I'm pretty sure it is our 4th season. Jordan Love as our QB, Aaron Jones, running back still, and Jonathan Fowler. Might need to get a better running back. Jones might be just like a secondary back. We don't have Hunt anymore. Diggs, Reed, and Hamler are wide receivers. Tight end's going to be Errol, Coleman. Bakhtiar is a left tackle, rather. We also have Cam Robinson backing him up. Zach Tom, who re-signed. Elgin Jenkins, left guard. Center's going to be Tommy Callaway. Right guard, Sam Cosme. Right tackle, Okorafor. Sebastian Joseph Day, left end. Right end's Devontae Wyatt. Kenny Clark, defensive tackle. Left outside linebacker. Oh, Rashawn Gary is here. Well, why didn't I see him? I don't know why I didn't see him. Lucas Van Ness is here as well. Yeah, I was about to say, there's no way he retired. I couldn't find him. Quay Walker is here as well. Right outside linebacker is Benito. We got Alexander, Rushing, and Wallace. Free safeties. Darnell Savage, strong safety. Anthony Johnson Jr. And we drafted Dylan Dobbs, but he's only 62. So Anthony Johnson Jr. is going to be our strong safety. I did get Jason Myers to be our kicker. I need a punter, so I'm going to do that. Hopefully we can pick up a punter on the cheap. Might try to make a move also, too, through trades before we go. Because I don't know if I really want that as our strong safety. So can I get Corey? We can get Corey. It's not by much, but we can get him. And yeah, I only have like about $2 million in cap room, I think, to make a move. But it might be enough to get ourselves like just a better strong safety for the season. So I'll look around. It doesn't have to be too crazy. 2.3 million. Yeah, let's see if we can get a strong safety here. I got Sidney Brown and 2 6th-round picks this season. 3rd, 4th, 5th, and a 4th. 2020 and 2029. The video's going to be over by then. So yeah, we get a couple picks for this 5th and final season that we're going to have. So we'll get a couple of young guys to draft on the team. And we get ourselves a strong safety this season in Brown from the Eagles. So a little bit of a talent upgrade there. That's about it for moves. Let's see how we do in our 4th season. I'll see you guys in the mid-season. Hopefully we're good. We're 2-5 right now, which isn't very good. Offensive, 8th ranked in terms of total yards, 17th defensive ranked. So 2-5 is not great. Not sure exactly what's going on here, but Jordan Love, 1,770 yards. thrown a lot. 11 TDs, 5 interceptions, 69% completion percentage, 102.5 pass rating. Aaron Jones, 252 and 2. We got Lou Nichols. He's got 165 and 1, 117 and 2 from Love rushing. In terms of receiving, Diggs, 46 and 1 TD. Jaden Reed, 360 and 3, 327 for KJ Hamler. He's got 2 TDs as well. Earl Coleman, Julian Purnell. Our sacks allowed, we've got 10 as a team. Defensively, Quay Walker leading team in tackles 49, 39 for Johnson Jr., 37 for Sean Gary, 35 for Jared Alexander, 32 for Sidney Brown, 31 from Wallace, 27, 24, 22, 22. All those guys down there. Don't have too many sacks, and I feel like interceptions, we have 0. Yeah, not a single interception. Jason Myers, 4 of 6. Nothing too crazy there. Then here's punting, kick return, and punt return. So you saw we're 8th in yardage, which is good, but we're not really scoring with that yardage. That's the problem. We're not really running a lot either. 18.7 points per game is near the bottom. So we're struggling to score. And then you saw defensively, we're 17th in terms of total yardage allowed. Now, that could be misleading. But yeah, we're definitely not defending too great against the pass. Rush is a little bit better, but not by much. And giving up 168 points, which is near the top of the league. And by top, I mean bottom. So, obviously, defensively, pretty bad. But I feel like as though if we improve the offense, and when I say improve the offense, I mean getting a better running back and having Jones be our secondary, like that might be the move. The question is, we have 15 players up for negotiation. Who are those 15? Obviously, Alexander want to keep. Quay Walker wouldn't mind. Elton Jenkins. Yeah, so some guys down here that we'd want to keep. We all have 91 million to play around with. I mean, I guess we could try to get Alexander on the team, keep him on the team. We throw him like, 8, and you give you a bonus. Like, that should be good, dude. You want to take that? Yeah. We overpaid for him, but hey, 71 million. So we know he's staying on the team, and that's exactly what I wanted to do. I wanted to keep him locked up. So 2-5 right now. I'm going to see if we could try to make a move right now for potentially a really good running back to make our offense more potent. And if I can, I will. Otherwise, I'll probably just might have to wait. Ooh, I do need a tight end, too. I feel like if I'm going to make a move, it's got to be someone that I think I should trade. So I'd have to add in a player in here. I don't know who's making a lot of money. So I'll look around. I mean, maybe Cam Robinson, because I look at my left tackles. Obviously, I want to keep Jenkins on the team. Or not Jenkins, Bakhtiari on the team. So maybe I move Robinson. He's expendable. And yeah, we try to use that to get a running back. Go. I traded for Pacheco at 4th and a 3rd this season. We traded away 2 firsts and Robinson. But getting Pacheco on the squad definitely going to help out our offense in terms of running the ball. So he'll be our new starting running back, which is perfect for us. Hopefully that makes us more potent, dynamic. I'll see you guys at the end of the season. Maybe that can get us to the playoffs. Maybe we'll have a really good second half of the season. I guess I'm going to find out to simulate. So see you guys once I'm there. All right, guys. So we ended up going insanely 9-1. Finished 11-6 on the season, which is pretty crazy. So our offense is actually really good now. Yeah, number 4th offensive ranked, running a lot more now. Defensively, we were 5th, so we picked it up. We got to take on the Saints, who were 10-7. Let's take a look at the stats here on the season. So Jordan Love had a nice year: 29 TDs, 11 interceptions, 106.7 passer rating, 4,189 passing yards. Pacheco, what a year from him! 1,600 yards and 19 TDs. Jones, our backup now. Nichols, our 3rd string. So it's good to see. Receiving wise, Jaden Reed became our number 1 receiver. Diggs still out there as well. Both guys over 1,000 receiving yards from them. KJ Hamler, 696 and 4 TDs. Coleman, 5-4-5. Blocking wise, overall not too bad. Nothing too crazy going on there. Defensively, Quay Walker, 106 tackles, lead the team at 79 for Gary, 75 for Alexander, 73 from Johnson Jr. and Brown, respectively. In terms of sacks, we had the most sacks. We had Gary with 8, 7 from Van Ness. Kenny Clark with 4, 5.5 for Sebastian, or 1.5 for Sebastian Quay with a 1.5 sack for Johnson Jr. We had 6 interceptions. The team savagely leading the way with 2. Myers 9 of 13, extra points 52-53. Corey on the punting, get your kick return and punt return as well. So you saw their 4th offensive yards. So we really stepped it up in the second half of the season. Passing to near the top, and rush is also near the top. So that's great to see. We ended up scoring 24.3 points per game, which ended up being the top of the league, or close to the top of the league. And defensively, we are also better. Number 5 ranked in terms of total yards allowed. Pass-wise, we didn't let people pass too much against us. Didn't let people run against us a lot. And much better in terms of not letting people score against us. So, here is the question. How do we fare in the playoffs? Well, let's find out. We got the Saints. Can we beat them? Can we advance past them? Talent-wise, we should. We are the home team. I guess that doesn't mean much, though, but I'll see you guys in the Super Sim. The Super Sim, let's go on into it. So we're going to jump forward to the end of the game and see how we do. So starting off here, Saints going to get the first blood 7-0, but we tied up, make it 7-7. End of the first quarter. Going to the second quarter, we score, make it 10-7 on a field goal. They get a field goal as well. We get a touchdown going to the second half there. We are up by 7, and they're going to get a field goal there. Can we score? We can't score. Fourth quarter, it's back and forth, and we do get a field goal. They're going to not tie it. They don't tie it. It was 20-13. I thought they were going to tie it. I really thought they were going to tie it. They didn't. 20-13. Our defense stepped it up this game. Shout out to the boys. Jordan Love, okay game. Nothing too crazy. 66.6% completion percentage. 211. 1 DD. Outplayed Antoine Barto. Pacheco was solid. Diggs, 5 receptions, 38 yards. Jaden Reed, 30 and 39. And we win 2013. On to the divisional. Playoff divisional. We've got the Giants. 10-7 is what they were, and you look at their rankings, they were 22nd offense, number 1 defense. We were number 4 offense, number 5 defense. So we'll see what ends up happening there. You guys can see the rankings. Let's go on to the Super Sim and see if we can advance to the NFC Conference Championship game. At Lambeau Field again, and we're about to enter the Super Sim and jump forward to the end of the game and see how we do. So starting off here, Giants are going to get first blood 7-0. We're trying to tie it back. We get a field goal there, and then we score a touchdown 10-7. Middle of the second quarter, they're going to score, make it 14-10. We score again 17-14, 24-14 going to the second half, and the Giants are going to score there, make it 24-21. Going to the fourth quarter, they get a field goal. We can't seem to score. We finally score there, and we are going to hold off the Giants by a touchdown and extra point. 31-24 is the score as we advance to the conference championship game. Fantastic stuff there from the boys. Going to the conference championship game. I mean, Drake was pretty good, but Jordan Love was also pretty good. And shout out to Pacheco, man. 17 carries, 153 yards. Do the math on that. Pretty good. Pretty good indeed. Jaden Reed was also really good, too. Mighty Cowboys, 13-4 team. They're a good squad. Number 7th offense, number 6 defense. We actually outranked them, but they definitely have more talent, and they had a better record, and they're the home team. So they're definitely the favorite. Just let's view the rest of the playoff bracket. I didn't really show you guys this. But yeah, we get Kansas City and Baltimore in the AFC. Trying to get to the Super Bowl here in our 4th season. Can we do it? Well, let's go to the Super Sim and find out. Conference championship game, and we are about to enter the Super Sim, and we're going to see how we do here. Exciting stuff indeed. Exciting stuff indeed. Sim to the end of the game. Starting it off, we're going to get a 7-0 score. They're going to tie it up, though, 7-7. End of the first quarter, they're going to get a ton of the touchdown. It's 14-7. We get a field goal, make it 14-10. They're going to score again, though, 21-10, 28-10, and we are getting blown out right now, 31-10. We got to be able to score. We finally get a field goal, but it's the fourth quarter. They get another field goal. We can't seem to score, and we are going to lose in the conference championship game, 34-13 against the Cowboys, who, for some reason, in all the Madden games, are always really good in the playoffs, but doesn't really follow that in real life. But yeah, wow, they got Foster Moreau now on the team. Nice. All right, well, we got blown out. Yep, Jordan Love couldn't throw for a touchdown. It's unfortunate. 200 yards. Dak Prescott outplayed him. And yeah, we just got destroyed from the beginning. Their defense certainly had an impact. All right, let's see who wins the Super Bowl and go on to our 5th and final season. Super Bowl, in case you guys are curious, the Chiefs, Mahomes, Super Bowl MVP, and NFL MVP, Bill Duncan, Coach of the Year, Robinson from the Falcons, Parsons from the Cowboys. We've got Shelton Stanley from the Panthers, and Bradley Tucker from the Jets. All right, hit the final season. Here we come, right? That's right, because this was the first one. It's literally just been Kansas City and Dallas this entire video, by the way. Kansas City, Dallas. Except Atlanta got in here. Kansas City. Kansas City literally went 3 in a row. No, they went 2 in a row. But then they also literally won it here, too. Man, these stupid... These freaking Chiefs, man. They're too good. They're too good. So we got 13 players, $82 million in cap room. I'd like to keep Quay Walker on the squad and the rest of the guys. So I'm going to do some offers here, see if they sign, and whoever I can't sign, I'll let you guys know. The biggest guy that we would want to re-sign here is Jenkins. I couldn't get him back. I mean, I could franchise tag him, but I think I could sign him back in free agency. So I'm not too worried about that. I'll just have to offer him a lot of money. Maybe I should have franchise tagged him, because I don't think, the free agency class is never really good in the fifth and final season, but you know what? We'll give it a shot, and maybe at the very least we try to do a trade. So a couple trades if I need to make some moves to make the team better. So let's negotiate some contracts in free agency and see who we can end up keeping, getting back, and then who we can acquire through trade. We actually had a fairly good free agency, and there was a couple guys that we got. There was one guy I wanted to get was Tyreek Hill. Would have been nice to have Tyreek Hill on the team, but that's okay, not a problem. We didn't get him. But we got Ronnie Stanley, another left tackle, who's going to help out our line a lot. We got re-signed Elgin Jenkins. I didn't give him a lot of money, but I wanted to make sure I got him. Did get Harrison Phillips, new right end. Okereke is going to be another mid linebacker, Kate Otten, and then James Houston the fourth. All these guys fit the scheme of the team as well, except for Jenkins and Stanley, but that's fine. Jenkins has been on the team for a while, and Stanley is just a good talent upgrade. So, got the draft. I'll show you guys the recap, even though it's all auto-generated rookies. But we have a lot of picks, so maybe we make a trade. We don't even need all those picks, do we? Or we could trade down, which I'm willing to do. So, all right, I made a trade here with the Buccaneers. I traded our first-round pick this year, Levi Wallace. We got back Tryon Shoyinka from the Buccaneers, as well as their 3rd, 5th, and 2 7th-round picks. We have a bunch of draft picks. Now, I don't have a first-rounder, but a player talent upgrade there works for me. And, I mean, I'm good. I'm happy with the team. I'll see you guys, I guess, at the draft recap. Just show you all the players we got, and we'll go on to our fifth and final season. Draft recap. It's a pretty interesting stuff here. We got a lot of guys. I mean, it bleeds off the page. It's, oof, my gosh. Look at all those guys we drafted. I can't go through all of them, but you guys can look at it and see. Slow it down. I mean, it's just so many players. So, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. That's going to be our team. I mean, well, those are all draft picks. I don't know if they're going to be on my team, but some of them might be on the practice squad. But yeah, let's advance. See you guys start at the fifth and final season. Fifth and final season. Here's the roster. It's a good one. It's a good one. Quarterback, still Jordan Love. He's been staying here the entire time. Running backs, Pacheco. Don't have Jones anymore. He's gone. He retired, I think. So at least he's not on my team. I'll tell you that much. I don't think he walked. But yeah, Diggs, Reed, Hamler are still wide receivers. Tight ends, Kate Otten now. Ronnie Stanley guard, left tackle. No more Bakhtiari. Left guard still Elgin Jenkins. We've got Sam Cosme as a right guard. Why am I on the Panthers? Okay, Tommy Callaway. Cosme, okay. Chuguma Okorafor. He is our right tackle right now. Left end's going to be Houston the fourth. Right end's going to be Harrison Phillips. Kenny Clark, defensive tackle. Sean Gary's our left outside linebacker. Lucas Van Ness also there too. Quay Walker, mid linebacker with Okereke. Right outside linebacker, Tryon Shoyinka. We also got Jared Alexander still with rushing and Edens. And then free safeties, Darnell Savage. Strong safety is Sidney Brown. And we just need a kicker and a punter. And that's the team. It's pretty good on paper. Is it good enough to win a bunch of games? Guess we'll find out. But let's go to the free agency. We'll go to free agents. See what kickers are out there. Punter. Can we get Logan Cook? Yes. Not only that, we have enough room to make a trade in the midseason, which we will do. We'll get Jake Camarda as our punter this time as well. So there you go. Bingo. I'm happy. That's our squad for now. I'll see you guys in midseason. We'll probably make a trade since I have picks, like first rounders. We'll just throw them in there and just try to get a really good player, and that'll be it. All right, 4-3. Would like to be a little bit better, but I mean 4-3 is still okay. 12th in defense, offense, 11th in defense in terms of total yards. Statistics. Let's see what they're looking like. I mean, Jordan Love has been really good. 1,643 yards, 15 TDs, 3 interceptions, 69% completion percentage, 113.5 passer rating. Pacheco on the rush. He doesn't have any rush TDs, which is kind of weird. 450 yards, though. I mean, Jonathan Fowler, backup running back. We got Love and Tyson. Receiving-wise, Jaden Reed. He's our number one guy. 44 TDs. I mean, 421 and 7 for Diggs. I mean, he's still obviously pretty good. Hamler, 297, 1 TD. Kate on, 203 and 2. In terms of blocking, we've only allowed 7 sacks. That's pretty solid. Defensively, 52 tackles for Quay Walker, 36 for Gary. He's got 3 sacks as well. Alexander with 34 tackles, 2 interceptions. Brown with 31 tackles. Savage and Van Ness with 22, 21 for Taj Edens. Clark with 19 for Joey Boy over here. Gary leading the team in sacks with 3, 2 for Clark, 1.5 for Houston and Phillips, and Van Ness has 1. So not a lot of sacks and 4 interceptions as a team. Grant Austin's our kicker. I thought I signed a kicker. Oh, you know what? Logan Cook is our punter. I think I signed 2 punters by accident. Not a kicker. Did I? Really? I don't remember doing that. Maybe I signed... Yeah, maybe I did that. I don't know. It doesn't really matter. So I guess he's our kicker. You know what, though? No. Well, let's see. If there's a better kicker out there, I'll just sign him. But I'm going to make a trade. So, let's see. Trade center. How much room we got? 15.3. Oh, baby. We have enough space to make a move. Draft pick wise, I don't have any firsts until 2030, but we could throw in some seconds to start off. I'm going to make a couple trades. We're going to try to really bolster up this team for our 5th and final season. All right, 2 seconds and a third to the Cardinals for Paris Johnson Jr. Your new right tackle fits the scheme of the team. It's going to help out our O-line even more. All right, 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th. A bunch of 20, 30 picks and a 5th round pick this year. For Sanders, Trent, and Miners from the Broncos, a.k.a. Drew Sanders being Eminem. So another mid-line backer, another running back, and another right guard. Does that limit us in terms of moves we can make? I think it does. I think that's it. I don't know. We have 8.31 million. I can still make more trades. I just don't think I have the draft picks to get anybody worth it. But we'll just do it. Screw it. Small moves. Let's make a small move here. Just any move. It doesn't even matter who it's for. We could go for a right outside linebacker if I really wanted to. Get another right outside linebacker. It doesn't have to be anybody crazy. Like, it could even be like a Logan Wilson. 1 year. Yeah, they wouldn't want to do that. Okay, now it'd have to be like a scrub. So, maybe like a Doug Gardner. Like that kind of talent. No, they wouldn't want to do that because he's young. I'll look around. If there's any other trade I can make, I'll let you guys know. Otherwise, I'll just sign another kicker, and I'll see you guys at the end of the season. Nice season, 12-5. Can't see the standings because they're not showing up, but we were taking on the Seahawks. They were 9-8. Yeah, with 4th best team in the league. Unfortunately, couldn't get the bye. Not a big deal, though. Not a big deal. And bye as in, like, bypass the divisional. I mean, the, wild card to divisional. But it's okay. Number 6 ranked offense, number 5 ranked defense. You can see the Seahawks rankings. They're a pretty solid team, but I feel like we are better. But before we even play against them, let's look at the stats. So, yeah, obviously Jordan Love, solid. 375 yards, not too bad. 27 TDs, 7 interceptions, 108 passer rating, 69% complete percentage. Pretty good. Pacheco ended up being really good in the second half of the season. 1,512 yards, 15 TDs. Yeah. Trent as our backup with Fowler. I like that. So we got 3 guys there. Jaden Reed, over 1,070 yards, 9 TDs, 990 and 10 for Diggs. Hamler, 696 and 1. Kate Otten, 551 and 5. Which is cool. So, yeah, I mean, blocking was all right. Obviously got Johnson Jr. now as a new tackle, which is good. Quay Walker led the team in tackles, 120, 98 for Drew Sanders, a.k.a. Eminem. Sidney Brown, 81, 80 for Alexander. Gary had 14 sacks, 78 tackles, for 14 of them for losses, which was pretty good. So yeah, sack-wise, 14 from Gary, 8 from Clark, 6 from Ness. Yeah, obviously we had a lot of sacks, which is good, and our interceptions went up, so pretty good there. Alexander leading team with 3. Kicking-wise, Austin was pretty good, 16 to 19. Punting, Logan Cook, kick return, and punt return. Alan Thurman, touchdown, nice. So yeah, 6th offense in terms of total yards. Obviously near the top in passing, and our rush is near the top, 2nd best. Scored 26.6 points per game, 2nd best only to the Cowboys. And then defensively, we were top 5. Total yards allowed, least amount. Passing-wise, near the bottom, but we defended 2nd best against the rush. And we allowed 313 points, which is pretty good. Good enough to make the playoffs, and that's good enough for me. So with that all being said, final season, wild card, let's see if we can advance to the divisional. We got the Seahawks. We are home. So here we go. Lambeau Field, baby. Enter the Super Sim. Jump forward. Let's do it. Simulate to any game here. We're started off. And first quarter, nobody scoring. 0-0. Seattle's going to score first. No, they're not. They are. I lied. It's 7-0 third quarter. We can't seem to score. It's 14-0. We got to be able to score. Finally score. Fourth quarter, we score. Tie up the game. It's close here. Can we score again? Are we going OT? They get a field goal, and we lose 17-14. Wow. That's it. That's how the video ends. We lost 17-14 on a field goal because we couldn't score at all in basically 2.5 quarters. And then we finally scored. And then you get a field goal. And then you get a field goal. That's how our season ends. That's how the video ends, huh, game? I mean, Sam Howell, 194, 2 TDs, 282 and 1 for Love. That's tough to see, man. But yeah, we couldn't score. We didn't score at all in the first half. Yeah, we were just dead in the water. Dead in the water. All good. I mean, we built a pretty good team. Got to the conference championship last season, but not enough, unfortunately, to win a Super Bowl or even get to the Super Bowl. So, I guess with that being said, let's see who wins the Super Bowl and then close out the video. Here, who won the Super Bowl. Panthers beat the Jaguars. So, finally, someone different. Bryce Young, Super Bowl MVP. We got Prescott Nichols, Prescott Parsons, Rubin, and Jawan Woolfolk. Cardinals, 49ers for those rookies. Cowboys, 3 or 4 awards. Jim Nichols, Coach of the Year for the Panthers, deserved as they end up winning their first Super Bowl. Alright, let's go to the full screen and close the video. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed this video and me changing my shirts. If you did, leave a like, subscribe, comment on this video, go to socials, playlist, second channel, main channel down in the description. If you like the content, DJP. So yeah, I don't even know who the next team is, but I know it's an AFC team. But I will say this, 2K is going to be coming out, I think, Friday. So my first 2K video will probably be Saturday. There's a piece of fur floating in my face. So yeah, be on the lookout. We're going to be alternating for a bit for the normal team videos for, I guess, next few weeks. I mean, we have like about half the teams left, I think. So once that's done, we got some other Madden videos like our fantasy draft, our picks that we like to try to acquire all first round picks. We'll try to do some 20-0 challenges. Maybe we'll do 0 overall if I make a 0 overall roster, or if there is one out there. Career sims. I didn't do career sims in Madden, so maybe we do career sims. Let me know what you guys want to see. With that being said, I'm going to head on out. Take care. We'll see you soon.